Hey guys, welcome back to another podcast episode. It is 2025. I just want to say I hope you guys had amazing holidays, Christmas, New Year's with your families and loved ones. We're excited about this year's season of the podcast. We're starting off with a new podcast this year, and today I really wanted to share and talk about something that is super special to me and just near and dear to my heart. And that is building a practice. You guys know that I am a practice owner, a chiropractor, and I own a practice and business called The Wellness Studio. So I thought today I wanted to sit down for anyone that has been looking to start a practice, anyone that's been interested in starting from scratch maybe you're a student listening or you're a new grad and you're really wanting to open up your own business. These are going to be some of my personal key tips to help build a business from the ground up. So if I had to restart today, right now, this is exactly the formula and exactly the steps that I would take to do it. So starting off with, before you even think about a business, actually, you know what, rewind. I want to say this, before going into a postgraduate or before ever entering my chiropractic doctorate and degree, I never realized how little that the program teaches about business. Business skills, marketing skills, accounting skills, they don't touch pretty much any of that, and if any school does, it's very surface level. So just know that if you're someone going into a postgraduate degree, really any, whether that's law, whether that's medicine, health, it doesn't really matter. You're not going to learn much business skills. So just be prepared to do a lot of self-research, and that's exactly why I wanted to film this podcast episode, is because for anyone that feels a little bit lost, doesn't know where to start, these are going to be key tips on how to just get that ball rolling. So when you're in school, you don't ever learn about this stuff, and I didn't learn much about it. Actually, in my fourth year, they just started introducing a business course. And so I can't say that I didn't learn anything, but I will say that it was very surface level and it didn't teach me a lot. Where I got my skills from is from my family business, and we grew up running and owning a restaurant. So a lot of my skills come from that. And a lot of my passion also comes from that, and that's exactly why I wanted to build my own practice starting off. So the first thing I would say, if I had to start over, the first tip I would give you is, what's your why? What is driving your, what's the driving force for you to do what you want to do? What's the thing that makes you want to open up a business? Your why is so important because that's what's going to keep the flame going. And that's what's going to keep your passion, just flowing. It gets tough. Business is very tough. So you have to have that why in mind to just keep everything moving forward. And just know there's going to be ups and downs. But if you keep your eyes on the prize and you keep your eyes on your why, and it's very clear what you're doing and why you're doing it, it's going to be very detrimental and very helpful to keep your business alive and your business going. So the next thing I want to point out is, what is a problem that you're trying to solve? So you want to stand out, but you also want to be very helpful in what you're doing. So for example, for me, in my field, obviously, I'm trying to help people get out of pain. I'm trying to help people stay healthy, increase their longevity. It depends on the approach you take as a professional, but you really do need to know a problem that you're solving for people. And once you can get clear on that, it's really easy to now start creating ideas and start building a business from that. So don't forget, you need to solve a problem. And I will say this, some practitioners focus on specific problems. So if you're a chiropractor, for example, you focus on, there's some that focus on just wellness. So they're more of proactive, preventative perspective when it comes to health. You have some chiropractic doctors that are solely focused on pain. So they're very much pain clinics, motor vehicle accidents, things like that. you have an injury, you have some kind of pain, you're going to see that kind of doctor. Another example I can give is a dentist. A dentist, there's some that are focused on, smile makeovers, on the aesthetic. And then there are some that are focused on more of the like hygiene, cleaning. You have your pediatric clinics, you have your geriatric clinics. So you get the point. You have to understand your why, and then you also have to understand what problem you're solving so that you can build and market appropriately. Another thing I want to mention is your target audience. So this is so important. And when it comes to your target audience, if you know your why and what problem you're solving, your target audience becomes very clear. It becomes clear on who you're trying to serve and who you're trying to solve the problem for. So make sure you understand who you want to treat and who you want to serve in the community, and it makes it that much easier. I'll give an example. If you're trying to solve a problem for a specific demographic, you want to make sure that you understand, are they male or female? How much money do they make? What's their income? Where do they live? What's their hobbies? What do they like doing on their spare time? What are their interests? All of these little details really matter when it comes to like honing in on a target audience. Get as detailed as possible. And I know it sounds crazy, and I know it sounds sometimes useless, like why would I need to know how much they make, or why would I need to know their hobbies? Like that's so odd, but it really does help when it comes to marketing. And then it helps when it comes to my next point, and that is location. So if you're someone who wants to build a brick and mortar or a boutique style chiropractic clinic, you need to understand location. You need to research your location, and then you're going to research based off your target audience, your demographic that you're going to be treating. So that's all I'll say on that, because there's just so much that comes with location. But if you are clear on those steps that I just named, then location also becomes a little bit clearer on where you're going to be. Another thing I'll say about location. So coming out of school, I feel like a lot of us dream of having this big facility with all of these bells and whistles and the aesthetic and the vibe that you want, and you're willing to spend and go into debt for that. And I just want to say that it's okay to start small. You can start small. The beauty of our profession specifically is that you don't need much. You just need 4 walls, you need a table and your hands, and that's literally it. So if I were to start over, I think I would go even more simple. I myself started very simple and very small, and I'm so thankful I did that. I really just found a studio, a suite that someone was renting. I bought a table. I had a few other modalities that I would use, but mainly my hands, and that was really it. So my overhead was very low, my profit was very high, and at the end of the day, when you're opening up a business, you want that profit margin to be really high. And there's nothing better than taking and keeping most of your money, your hard-earned money that you make yourself, and putting that into your business or in your pocket. So that is something that I'm so thankful that I did, because I really did have the urge to open up a really nice facility, but I'm just so glad I just took a step back and just started small. And you can build up year after year. One thing I will say is that the years fly by. It feels like yesterday I opened up the wellness studio, and we're going into our 4th year of business. So the years do fly by. And so if you're someone that is like too excited and you want to open up this big place, and you want to take on debt and get a loan to help you do that, that's totally fine. But just know that it's not needed, it's not necessary. I promise you, your patients won't care. The next point, and excuse me guys, I have notes here. I think it just paused. I think it just reconnected, but I think it's working now. I think we're good. I have notes here just because I don't want to miss anything for you guys. I have so many gems. Okay, yeah, so start small was my next point. Just keep it simple, you guys. You don't need anything fancy or crazy to start off. The next thing you're looking at is what's going to help you run your business. So this is so important, And it's one of those things that is like a non-negotiable, and that is a really good practice management software. If you know me, you know the one I use. I absolutely love Jane. And Jane is a wellness practice, oh my God. Jane is a practice management software for all kinds of healthcare practitioners. And it's the one that I chose when I opened up the wellness studio from the get-go. I'm so happy I did, because it is literally, it's basically running my practice for me. So if you're on the market for one, check out Jane. I'll leave some information in the description box of this episode if you're interested. And I also do have a code. They were nice enough to send me a code for you guys. That is, I'll leave it here on the screen as well. And you can get your first month free just to try it out. But that is a non-negotiable. It's something that's going to help you run your practice, automate your practice. It's also something that's going to help you run your payments, your invoices, billing, scheduling, booking, charting. It's all housed in one place, so you don't have to worry about anything. And you can also be more present with your patients and more of a doctor than behind the scenes, front desk, administrative type person. So make sure you have a software that you can trust. A really good software is also going to help improve your patient experience, and that is so important in your business, you guys. You want to make sure that your patients have the best experience possible, because that's really what's going to enhance their treatments, their experience with you, and their referrals. So make sure that the software has a really good online booking site as well that flows really nicely from your social media into booking their first appointment. One thing I learned long ago was you really want to make sure that a 15-year-old kid can book an appointment with you. If they can do it on their own, then you know that everything is working and running smoothly. Not that 15-year-old kids are not smart, but you know what I mean. It has to be very user-friendly, easy to read, easy on the eyes, and really easy to book an appointment with you. Because if it's not, you can turn people away. And so I just really encourage that you find something that is really smooth. Another thing I will say is automation. This day and age, automation is so key. If you don't have a program that is going to automate your practice or automate your business, you're really missing out on opportunity, and you are wasting a lot of your time doing the work yourself. So make sure that things are automated, that they run smoothly. For example, my patients get their intake forms or patient forms sent directly to them by email. They fill them out before they come into my office. So we waste less time doing that stuff in the practice, and I can have more time with them one-on-one for their new patient appointment. They are also able to book online themselves, reschedule, cancel. They can also always log into their patient file and update credit cards and information and all of these things that your front desk would do. And it's really the one reason why I have been able to operate my business by myself as a solo provider for so long, is because of Jane and a really good practice management software. So make sure you're automating. No more paper charts, no more paper files, no more scanning in things. Things have to be automated and digitalized. Okay, my next point is one of my favorite points of all times. This one excites me so much because it's such an important tool this day and age to grow your business, grow your presence, and really reach your target audience. And that is marketing and social media. So I can film a whole other episode on marketing and social media, and I probably will, so I'll just hit some key points when it comes to this. You want to make sure that you have a really well set up social media so that patients can directly, or your clients, customers, whoever you're seeing, can get access to whatever you're selling, your services, directly from your social media and book that way or buy that way. You also want to make sure that you are on social media. You guys, it is a free tool that you can use to get new patients, new customers, new clients every single day without you having to do much work on the back end. Yes, I understand, and I know what you're thinking. Social media is a lot of work. It's daunting to a lot of people, but I promise you the reward is so worth it. this is the one tool I can confidently say that I put time and energy into that has given me so much more back and has built my practice from the ground up. If you know my story, you know that I moved here to Texas. I've never been here. I moved to a whole new country, a whole new city, didn't know one person but my husband. And this is how I was able to connect with so many people and build my practice. So if you're not on social media, 2025 is your year to start. And if you haven't been taking it seriously, this is your sign to start taking it seriously, because it just, for lack of a better term, it's that girl. Like, it really is that person in your business and that tool in your business that's really, really going to elevate and just grow your business in ways that you probably thought was never possible. Okay, another thing I will say is show up every single day, whether that's in your business or whether that's on social media. Just show up. Just show your face, share something. People are watching, and I know a lot of people think like, no one really watches my stuff. I only get like 50 views or 5 likes. But if you really think about it, like 50 views, that's 50 different people that's put eyes on your brand, on your business. That's a lot of people. So start thinking about it that way versus, oh, I only got this many people. When I first started, yes, I had very little people watching my page, but one of the best things about social media is you do not need a big following to make money. Like, it's just that's just the facts. You don't need a big following. You could have a few hundred followers and you could still get patients and customers and clients to opt into whatever you're selling or your services. So just make sure that you're just showing up every single day. You will start to see the benefit as long as you show up. And that is probably the top things I would say that you need to start building your practice or your business from the ground up today. I hope this was helpful. Comment down below some of the things that you do to build your business. Comment down below some things that I shared that is helpful to you or relatable to you. And I'm really excited. I really am praying for whoever is wanting to start a business, or for students out there that are watching that are very overwhelmed. I get it. Baby steps. Do your own research. Listen to people and mentors that you aspire to be like. And I promise baby steps will get you there, slow and steady. And I wish you all the best. So I will see you guys in our next episode. Also, I wanted to mention, if you guys have any topics that you'd like me to cover, or you would like Mo and I to cover as a couple, let us know down below in the comments. We want your feedback and we want your ideas so that we can start recording things that you guys want to see. But yeah, happy 2025, happy new year, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.